Thank you very much. I was here yesterday as well. I'm happy to be here today again. TOKEN2049, thank you. I think it's the fourth iteration of the event, the fourth one I've been as well. So amazing to see the event grow so much. Cool. So I want to present a tech stack platform that we built as part of our agency. So I'm part of MarketAcross. As we mentioned, we are a leading PR and marketing agency in the Web3 space. We're based in Tel Aviv, Israel, have been around for a long time. Some of our clients, Polkadot, eToro, FTX, Polygon, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, we work with some of the biggest brands in the space as one of their marketing partners. And as that, being in the space and helping these brands get more press, we found that there's a few gaps in the market and in general in marketing for Web3. First of all, crypto projects love to announce things. We also have a lot of Web2 clients, and I always say that only in the Web3 space do our clients have an announcement schedule before they have a marketing plan. So yes, crypto projects love to announce things. The other part is, and I don't want to discourage all you NFT guys or whatever, but a lot of these announcements aren't very newsworthy. Journalists don't actually care about your NFT, and they sure as hell don't care about your listing or your general partnership. That doesn't mean that you as a project don't want to announce that or want to get the news out there, but usually journalists don't actually really care about these type of things. The third part is that being a Web3 project, being global, there's a lot more of a global audience that you guys want to reach. So it's not only English speaking, it's not only American or whatever, and that creates another gap. We want to reach this audience. Okay, so what do you do? So first of all, a lot of projects don't differentiate between what we call owned media and earned media. So they will go to their Medium or their Twitter and announce it. And first of all, that's a very big missed opportunity because that usually only gets to your own, your current, I would say, community and audience. And also, Medium it's a great way to kill a story. A lot of times people come to us and say, hey, we'd really love your help getting the news out there. Here's the Medium post that's live, or here's the tweet. So in general, once something is public knowledge, usually it loses almost all newsworthiness that it has at that point. But a lot of crypto projects think that if they write a Medium and tweet it, they did their job, the news is out there. The second thing is that we've become, it's been very prevalent that there's a huge issue of what we call pay-to-play. A lot of crypto PR, especially for, I would say, lower tier projects, is not organic. It's all about payment. Pay that website, pay that website. That is not actually organic, real news, and to be honest, it's a very bad practice to not disclose that it is paid media and to, I would say, shill it online. And there's also a very, very, I would say, there's a glass ceiling that you just can't break when you use only those tactics. And another thing is that there is a gap. So a lot of people do want to learn about NFT projects. A lot of people do want to learn about things getting listed in different places or partnerships because they care about these projects and they want to learn more about that. So what do? Journalists aren't interested in learning more about it. Projects really want to announce it. And the users of the projects really want to learn about it as well. So what do these projects do? Usually they go to what's called a newswire service. So there's companies like BusinessWire, Cision, or AccessWire. They're some of the biggest players in the world. Cision is actually owned by Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett. So these are multi-million or billion-dollar businesses that their job is to take a press release, you submit it, and it gets distributed to a lot of websites at the same time. That, as we've seen, has been an industry standard for, especially historically, it was publicly traded companies, because as a publicly traded company, you have to disclose things to the market or whatever, and that has just become the go-to platform for a lot of crypto projects that want to announce their news. There's just a few issues when you use a traditional wire. First of all, you cannot find these URLs online unless you Google them or send someone to it directly. If I will send you to a Yahoo Finance or a MarketWatch or whatever and tell you with 20 clicks or less on the website, find me this article? The answer is you're not going to find it. These are non-listed articles on these homepages that are part of very wide syndication deals that these sites have. The second of all, most of these are not very relevant websites. All these decisions or whatever are not built for Web3 or blockchain or crypto. They're much more built for the publicly traded commodities markets, meaning that the sites and audience that you might actually reach isn't the audience that you want to reach. And the third thing is, from our experience, these platforms are majority or almost only in English and go to predominantly Western or American websites, meaning we don't get a diverse message that is localized and presented to many of the communities that we actually want to get to. That's why we decided to build a platform, first of all, internally for our use, and then we built it out. It's called Chainwire. It's live. It's been live for a year and a half, generating actually millions of dollars in revenue, and is by far the leading platform in this space. You can go visit it. It's called chainwire.org. And what is it? So it is a self-serve platform, meaning you just come in, you open up a user, there's no setup fees, there's no monthly fees, there's no whatever. You come in, you sign up, you put your press release, so again, you have to bring your own content in, of course, with you, and you submit the press release, you choose whichever package you want, you press click, sorry, I'm being told to go here. All right, you press click, and in minutes, dozens and dozens and dozens of articles will appear, and then we also have a data analytics dashboard that will show you where it went and some of the different metrics. I'm going to show you a bit how it works. So again, you select the time. Again, it could go live now. You could also set it in advance. I want it in this day or this hour or whatever. You choose the preferred packages. I'm going to go through that window in a second. And then you literally press click, and things just happen automatically. We're integrated to some of the biggest crypto websites in the world, be it Cointelegraph, CryptoSlate, BN Crypto, and these things are really growing daily. And by the way, if you guys are publishers or media houses, we'd love to hear with you. We are, I think, adding more than 2 to 3 websites a week to the platform, and I think globally there's more than 200 websites on the platform already. And really, and very important to say, all of the posts that go through Chainwire go to the home pages of these websites. These, again, are labeled as press releases. There is no monkey business. It is very clear what it is, but all these posts get top visibilities on the websites that we partner with. Now, what we did a few months ago is that we also introduced a language packages in general. What does that mean? So if you come and you submit your press release, and you also want to do a lot more of a global distribution, we will provide translations, usually in less than 48 hours, and also distribution to set markets. And we have partnered with some of the biggest sites in these markets, including Cointelegraph France, Cointelegraph Japan, Coindesk Korea, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're always growing and always growing our distribution channels. And again, all these posts are on the homepage of these websites and get top prominence. And I think that there is no platform in the world that offers the global reach that we offer, and it's very targeted. If you have a specific drop or release towards a different market, you can really choose that market that you want to get to. So again, if we look at the space in general, all the different competitors, and by the way, there are already competitors that have built platforms trying to, I would say, I'm not saying mimic because it's an open thing. We didn't invent anything. Wire services have been around for a long time. But if we look at our platform, so first of all, we have a 24/7 support, which is very important because there are people in a lot of different markets. We're for crypto by crypto people, so we accept crypto payments. That's very, very important. We're integrated with Coinbase payments, and by the way, that's a very hard due diligence to get, and that's a verification of the business itself. As I said, all our posts go to home pages of the website. The publication is immediate. So again, if the translations do take, I would say, a certain amount of hours, but in general, if you use the platform, you will see coverage in the matter of less than 30 seconds, and that might take a few days till all the dozens of websites do publish the story, but it is immediate. We also do offer editorial proofreading, so we're not going to write the press release for you, of course, but we do cover it, check that it's all compliant. If there's a lot of spelling mistakes, we will give it back to you guys and say, let's change that, let's change that. So we do give some editorial support. And I said we are integrated to real and top crypto publishers around the world, and that is something that we haven't found in any of the different platforms in the market. And if you want, you can kind of see, these are just, again, I think it was one of our clients a few months ago. You could go and see a bit of the clients he did. So again, anywhere from Cointelegraph to Daily Hodl and a lot of more different sites. And these are global pickups, Crypto Potato, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these are the, I would say, leading industry niche websites where these communities live, the people that look for these types of news, the listings, the NFT drops, the more, I would say, retail crypto audience. And so the question is, okay, all right, you built a platform. Who is this good for? Who would be benefiting from using this platform? So first of all, exchanges, launch pads, whoever, ecosystems, people that have a lot of announcements. And maybe not all of them are the most super newsy type of things in the world. So if you're in the business of, again, we work a lot with exchanges, they offer that as part of their listing packages. Launch pads as part of the launch pads. A lot of base layers that want to provide assistance to their projects being built on them, and they have a lot of announcements. So if you're doing dozens of announcements a year, and some of them might not be NFT marketplaces, et cetera. The classical client for them, and we're integrated with some of the biggest ones in the world. Another thing I didn't write here is agencies. We're an agency, and we built this for agencies. It's an open tech. We have some of our quote-unquote competitors using this, and we invite them to use this. Global agencies, local agencies. This is for agencies, by agencies, as I say. And we've, I said, open up the tech stack and open up whatever we can to everyone. Another thing is projects that don't need an agency. We're an agency. We work on monthly retainers or packages. I think we do a great job, and I think that we're very respected, but not everyone needs that. Not everyone has the cadence and the amount of news that they need an agency. Or maybe they know exactly what they need, and they have a very strong in-house team that knows exactly what they want, and they just need that push of distribution. So that could be a great tool for you guys to use. And again, a lot of another use case is projects that want to get a better global reach. So you might be based in Singapore or China or the United States, and you're really focused on getting coverage in select global markets that are not your strong point. You might know a lot of journalists in your local area, but it's very hard to now go and get to journalists in Indonesia or journalists in Turkey. So again, this is a very effective platform for projects that want to get that global reach in a click of a button. Here's another little testimonial. Gate.io, a very known exchange, uses Chainwire for a very large amount of the listings that they do. And again, I'm sure that just more bragging points. A testimonial is testimonial. I can't really say more about that than that. And yeah, I'm going to be short on time. I still have a minute left, so I'm going to let people kind of, I would say, take the floor. But I've been Itai. I'm going to be here on the side if anyone has any questions, or you can also contact the website at Chainwire. And the main thing that we want to do with this is to standardize the industry and help the industry use the right tools to get the message out there. We don't need to use the wrong tools built by Web 2 traded companies that all their job is to get a news announcement out there so the SEC doesn't say that they're insider trading or whatever. But these tools aren't effective for Web3 communities. And the other side is the huge issue of pay-to-play in crypto press that we're really trying to mitigate. We really want users to know what is real and what isn't. And we really want journalists to cover stories. And as I said, our job is to turn shills into news. And that is why we built a platform. And yeah, thank you very much.